We're at the location where Risky had his Class B encounter. When was it, Risky?
Oh, in May, end of May.
Why don't you describe what happened?
I just nosed in here in my van. I camped here for the night. Couldn't see the river. It's all washed out down here. And I was doing my wood knocking. This is my new handy dandy, thanks to Bart, new knocker. I'm doing these knocks. Which carries on down. And it started at about 6 o'clock or so. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, or even about 9 o'clock, it started getting return knocks, getting closer and closer off the mountainous ridge. It's the Mount Church up here. And it came down to the riverside and let out a hoop. It was about between 1 and 2 in the morning. Woke me up and let out that one yah and then a whoop-pie. And then they said whoop-pie again about 3 o'clock. That's the last I heard of them, but down across the river here.
And the noise was coming from down in this direction. There's a river behind that berm.
That's the Wainuchi River. That's either the Wainuchi River or a tributary that's feeding into the Wainuchi River that's really close. That's all washed out down there. And if it was across the river, there's no way it could have seen me, so it had no idea a human was out here. And it was raining, so I didn't step out. My electronic gear I wasn't going to put out in the rain, so it's kind of the way it is.
Well, this is an interesting location. We drove in, and this road is it's what you'd call squatchy. Lots of mature second growth trees or some old growth trees mixed in. A lot of moss, old man's beard. It's got that spooky squatchy feel to it, this whole area.
It's got a lot of vegetation, a lot of open area to move through without having to use trails.
Exactly. We saw a couple grouse on the way in.
Yeah.
So there's some wildlife in here.
Plenty of game.
All right. Those are the hills above the valley, the Wailuchi River Valley here. It's very, very beautiful here. And there was a road here that's been washed out. I'll turn around here and see where the road used to be. They've bermed it off so you can't drive down in here. Very interesting.
Okay. We're following a game trail out in the Olympic National Forest. Came upon this twisted tree. It's threaded in between the branches of 2 other trees. Actually between the trunks, I should say. This didn't just occur like this. Wind didn't whip it in a circle and bend it like that. Yeah, we were wandering through the forest, Olympic National Forest, up in the Wainuchi country, and we came upon this large pile of feces. It looks reminiscent of man or bear, but the quantity is just over the top. I've never seen a bear dump this size, even back when we could legally bait bears. So it's left me scratching my head as to who's the author of this.
Inches in diameter.
We're taking a look at this pile, trying to figure out what's in it. Looks to be some sort of vegetative matter, some sort of grass. We're trying to determine if it's hair or grass. I don't think it's hair. Do you, John?
No, I don't think so either.
So it's quite compact. It's some sort of vegetable matter.
Yeah, it's definitely grass or vegetable of some form.
We don't see any evidence of carnivore in this. Very interesting. Friday morning, June 24th. Woke up to sunshine this morning. This is Satsa Lake. Beautiful Olympic National Forest. It's nice and warm today, which is a nice break. The last couple days have been overcast. Yesterday was rainy. But wake up this morning. to this.
It's June 27, 2011. It's high noon here in the Olympic National Forest. Risky and I are out here scouting the trails for a good spot to set up. He's been out here since last week. I just returned from my trip to the Midwest and met up with Risky today. We're going to be out for 3 days and 2 nights together. Here on the Forest Road, the Olympic National Forest. He took off down this side road just to see if there's any good spot down there to drop anchor and set up for the night. It's still June 27, 2011. It's 4:22 p.m. Risky and I are out here in the Olympic National Forest, and we came across a nice gravel pit off the main road, which is down there. We entered in here up a pretty big incline and came across this really nice gravel pit. Okay, in camp, here's Risky working on his laptop, hard at work. Peace, he says. We got a little bit more stuff set up here in camp. I got my new 27 times remote zoom security camera on a tripod and on a pan and tilt mechanism that'll be controlled from inside my van. And I'll have the Zoom H2 digital recorder recording in stereo from within the camp. Anything that shakes, we'll be able to record it. So the cool thing about, go inside the command van real quick. I got a little station set up right here, which is hooked to the camera outside. Excuse the jumpiness and stuff like that. And there is the setup. This device controls remotely the zoom. If you'll watch, I can zoom in on objects out in the field. And not only that, I have a controller for the pan and tilt, which allows me to actually pan and tilt up and down remotely from here inside the van. There we go. So at night, this is not a tool that's going to be worth anything because it'll be pitch dark. This camera's not IR. It's going to be mostly for the crack of dawn. I'll wake up just when the sun's coming up, and I'll sweep the backside of the camp for any visitors. And I'll be able to zoom in on the tree line and see if I can see any movement. It's not likely I'm going to catch anything, but like we always say, if you have no camera out, your chances are 0. If you have a camera set up, you got a chance. Right down here, I got it set up with my mini audio-visual control panel, my switching, audio, video switching, and my miniature DVR here where I'll record everything that security camera is seeing when I'm sweeping. So even though if I have nothing going on out there, I don't suspect anything going on, I'll be recording. Okay, that's it for now.